Thank you for coming out, supporting live comedy. Some of those guys, I do a open mic next door. It's PG-13 every Wednesday night at 9:30. Jordan Conley and Joey Kariki, up and coming comics. My good friend Grant, give it up for him. And I'd be so sad if I did not mention my good friend, Evan Cassidy. Evan Cassidy, your host. He came out here. It's not easy being the first guy taking a bullet. It's not easy. Comedy ain't easy. Sometimes comedy's rough. Sometimes comedy is like getting a hand job from a girl with calluses. It's rough, but you come anyway. This is my life, guys. This is it. This is what I wanted to do when I was a little kid. I always wanted to be a comedian. My two favorite comedians were Richard Pryor and Bill Cosby. Now, at the time, my mama used to say, "Son, I don't want you to be like Richard Pryor. I want you to be more like Bill Cosby." She doesn't say that anymore. She does not say that anymore. Oh, man. Love this. Today, one of the privileges. Oh, here's another thing. Don't come up to me after the show and tell me my skit was good, okay? Some people think that this is an act, that I'm making this up. This is me, people. This is me. I work here. I'm one of the door guys here. How many of you know me from working here? I'm here all the time, right? I'm in here more than I'm in my wife. But it's a pleasure. It's a pleasure. Today I get to do a kids show. Yes, I can even do kids shows. Yeah. I was a little scared myself because I was thinking about my 7 o'clock set. And this is like an all-ages show. And it was like none of the things that I'm getting ready to talk about now I could do at that kids show. So I do the kids show. I'm a little nervous. I haven't done a kids show in a while. I know if you make facial expressions and make noises, kids love that. But because I do the open mic, I was like, hey, I know what I'll do. I'll bring 3 kids out of the audience to come up here and do some jokes, you know? I was like, that'll be cool. And I told the parents, we're going to find out what kind of parents you guys are by the jokes your kids are telling. Think about this, parents. When you go home, ask your kid, tell me a joke. You will be surprised. First little girl, sweet, innocent, cute little chubby cheeks. Her name was Ashley. And I brought her on stage and I said, Ashley, how old are you? And she goes, I'm 6. I was like, oh, that's sweet. And I said, do you have a joke, Ashley? And Ashley goes, yes, I do. And I said, ladies and gentlemen, give it up for Ashley. And everybody clapped, yay. And Ashley tells her joke. She goes, what do ferns have in their house? And I go, I don't know. What do ferns have in their house? She goes, furniture. I was like, oh, isn't that sweet? Oh, give it up for little Ashley. And she sits down. Then there's another girl right there where that purse is. That purse I've been hearing so much about backstage. Her name was Skylar, and she was 8 years old. Skylar got me a little nervous because Skylar came up, and she's 8 years old, and I said, okay, Skylar, this is your part of the show. You tell a joke. And Skylar went up there, and she goes, okay, A red man lives in a red house. A blue man lives in a blue house. A green man lives in a green house. Who lives in the White House? I'm like, Skylar, do you know it's Black History Month? And she goes, the answer is the president. And everybody clapped. And I was like, oh, that's so sweet. You made me a little nervous, but that was very, very sweet of Skylar. The last kid that I brought on stage, his name was Brody. 9 years old, Brody. He was already sitting on the stage. Everybody's just wanting to tell a joke. And I said, all right, Brody, come up here. You tell your joke. And Brody comes up here and he goes, I said, this is your part of the show, Brody. Tell your joke. Brody goes, what's the difference between a snowman and a snow woman? I go, I don't know, Brody, what is the difference between a snowman and a snow woman? And he goes, snowballs. What are y'all teaching y'all kids? The cutest looking Nickelodeon Disney Channel looking kids. But the last one, his name was Dakota. As you can tell, these are all Orange County names. Dakota, show's over. Everybody's taking pictures with me. They're smiling, laughing, and taking pictures with the kids. Dakota comes up to me, and he looks a little sad. He goes, I wanted to tell a joke. And I was like, oh, I'm sorry, man. I said, maybe next time if they have me do a kid's show, I'll bring you up to do a joke, but I'll listen to your joke right now. And he goes, really? I go, yeah. He goes, okay. He goes, what kind of bees make milk? And I go, this kid's 4 years old. I said, what kind of bees make milk? He goes, boobies. I said, that was almost as good as snowballs. I should have had you on stage. I didn't even have to write it, folks. It happened just like that. Happened just like that. That's why I like this. That's why I like doing this. The world's a rough place out there. I heard y'all talking about politics. Oh, man. Politics nowadays, it's kind of rough. People are ashamed to say who they're supporting. And some of you very well should be. A lot of people like Trump. Raise your hands if you're Latino and you're voting for Trump. I didn't think so. That ain't happening. No, that ain't happening. No. Trump talks so much shit. I don't even take a dump anymore. After the show, I'll be taking a Trump. I mean, you know, I'm a sinner. I ask God for forgiveness, but, you know, I don't trust. I'm a little shady on somebody. He's never asked forgiveness in his whole entire life. That's what the man said. Okay. Y'all want to vote for him? Then people like Hillary, I'm all right. Hillary might be able to do the job, but you know what Hillary's main problem is? She is Hillary. That is her main. Then who else? There's Ben Carson, or as black people call him, Uncle Ben. And I don't mean that in a good way. See, sometimes we think people that, do difficult jobs and have very high skill level, that those people are smart. But you young folks, you will find out, no, they're not. Intelligence does not compute sometimes. Anybody feeling the burn? See, times have changed, people. Back in my day, if you were feeling the burn, you had an STD. That's what you had. I see all these people running around going, I feel the burn. I'm like, maybe not the motto I would have went with. Who else is left? I think that's everybody. Did I hit everybody? Oh, you know who I forgot? And this is so sad. Jeb. All right, here you go. Here's my impression of Jeb Bush. Please clap. He actually did that at the end of I thought it was a good speech. It didn't make a lot of sense, but it was a good speech. There was a lot of words in there. And everybody sat there like stone quiet. And he had to ask them, please clap. I'm like, how bad is your campaign? I mean, the man did everything. He brought his mama out. His brother didn't help him. All right, this is one of those jokes that 1 out of 4 of you are going to get. It's kind of like herpes. And it's my political joke. I would like to see Ben Carson and Hillary go head to head. Only for this joke, folks, only for this joke. I'd like to see them in The Real Deal, the last two, because it'll be the second time in history where white men would want to see a black man beat a white woman. I did that joke at the Huntington Beach Yacht Club. Did not go over quite as well there. You live and you learn, huh? You live and you learn. Yeah, I'm Friendly Frank. Friendly Frank, for those who don't know, Friendly Frank is my personality condom that I wear for your protection. I don't know. I like the kids. I like people. I like people being happy. Kids easy to be happy. They don't have bills. Where are my parents at? Clap if you're a parent. Hear that enthusiasm, guys? And sometimes people ask me, I do jokes. I do jokes for a reason, folks. Sometimes jokes are supposed to slip in a message that, you might not ever take in. It might click in your head just the way someone puts it. That's what I do. That's what I try to do. And I do it from observation. Most of it just happens right in front of me. About a month or so ago, I seen this lady. She was walking with her kid. Kid couldn't have been no more than maybe 2, 3 years old. And the kid ran just about 3 or 4 steps away from his mother. And his mother said, "You get back over here, you little shit." You can't talk to your kids that way. That's going to mess with their psyche. I want all you parents to remember what I'm getting ready to tell you right now. If your kid is a little shit, or if they're acting shitty, remember this. The shit does not fall far from the asshole. If your kid's a little shit, maybe you need to check your ass. Kids come into this world innocent. All they want is love and attention and a little money. That's it. A lot of money. You got that right. Man, who's got kids? I already did that. Did I already say who had kids? I'm getting old. I was watching the news, and they said on the news, they said from a time a child is born to a time a child turns 17, you will spend a minimum of $275,000 on that kid. Minimum $275,000. Folks, I have a condom on right now. Just in case. $275,000, that's a lot of money. That's a really nice Mercedes or a really shitty house in Irvine. And I see some of you ladies in here. You're looking sexy. You're looking cute. Some of these guys are sizing you up right now. One of these guys is going to park his penis in your garage vagina tonight. And before he does, ladies, I want you to do this. When he pulls you in close and he starts kissing on your ear, telling you how much he needs you and he wants you, I want you to just lean into him and ask him, "Do you have $275,000? Or a condom?" He has either one of those. Hang on to him. He's a keeper. You want to hold on to that guy. Who's drinking tonight? Yeah. I'm drinking Old Duels. I could do a commercial for Old Duels. Old Duels. When you like that watered-down beer taste and 2 DUIs are your limit, drink Old Duels. I'm going to do a public service announcement. Wait a minute. Make some noise, white people. Where are you at? I see you. Here. There you go. This is Orange County. Where my Latinos at? Never a shortage of you guys. Where my black people at? We are way over the limit. But it's Black History Month, right? Huh? Usually it's only 4 or 5 of us. One more and we're considered a gang, you know? Man, I heard enough for there to be a Black Panther party in here. Where are my Asians at? Any Asian people here? Thank you. Right there. Front row. Good to see you. Glad it's not a school night or you wouldn't be here. I appreciate you taking time away from your studies. Friendly Frank loves everybody. I was raised that way. I was just raised that way. That's the way my parents taught me. Are there any Middle Eastern, Muslim people in the audience? Oh, dead quiet. See what y'all did? They here. I saw them. They afraid. I don't know, maybe some Trumpy shit they heard. Friendly Frank loves you too. Like I said, I love everybody. And I know it ain't easy being Middle Eastern or Muslim in America right now. It's kind of scary. But remember what I'm getting ready to tell you right now. Don't you worry, Middle Eastern Muslim people. One day, white people will treat you just as good as they treat us. You got to be patient. What has it been, 400 years? Almost used to us. Almost. We shall overcome. How soon? Not soon. Oh, man. I love doing this. This is what I love doing. This is when I'm at my happiest, right here on stage. Just talking, teaching people, letting them learn, you know. I see a lot of young people in the audience. Let's see. We got some married people here. Where are the married people? Again, listen to that enthusiasm. You in love. You should be, oh, this is the best thing I did right here sitting next to me. All right. Who's been married the longest? Huh? They're everywhere. Anybody over 25 years? Clap if anyone over 25 years. Oh, they in it. They in it for the long haul. There you go. Who's got the longest? Who's been married the longest? Yell it out. 47? Oh, give it up for them. Huh? Oh, he's not here. That's the reason why y'all been together for 47 years. Sometimes you just gotta take a break. Just need a break. I just needed to get out of the house. I wanted to laugh. I leave him there. Leave him there. Well, thank you. I hope your marriage is good. I'm married. Yeah, thank you. I love my wife. I think that's the reason wife rhymes with life, and I have a good one. I really do. Yeah, she is good. I love my wife so much, I will not let her give me a blowjob. Because I know where my dick has been, and there's no 5-second rule. See, that's real love. Y'all know what real love is? That's real love right there. No, baby, you don't want to put your mouth on that. Don't do that. The key to my marriage is Cialis. I see Alice twice a week. She lives down in Mission Viejo. That's one of my favorites. That's my wife's favorite joke, okay? So don't get all tight on me. It's a joke. It's just jokes. Oh, man. Look at you. All here laughing, having fun, married people, 47 years, taking a break from each other. Where are my single people at? They sound happy. They sound very happy. And then probably somebody in here that's lonely right now that doesn't have anybody, and they feel a little sad. And I'm going to tell you something that the great Oprah Winfrey once said. And it makes a lot of sense. It's better to be alone than to be with somebody and wish you were alone. You can do bad by yourself. You don't need no help. I see a couple of questionable couples out here right now. Lady, if you in trouble, blink 3 times. I'll come to your rescue. Get security out here for you. Oh, man. It's cool, very cool. I like to pass on wisdom. Pass it on. That's what I got to do. There's a lot of young people in the audience, a lot of young guys in the audience. Enjoy your youth. Doesn't last long. I'm 50. I'm trying to hold on to it with one glove. Other day after a show, normally I have a goatee. And after the show, guy was like, "Oh, man, you're really funny, man. You're really funny." He goes, "But you look a lot younger on stage than you do in real person." Thanks a lot, buddy. That's the reason why I don't have the goatee right now. Too many grays. It's like, I'm going to reset it. Yeah. Sometimes you get self-conscious about that when you get older. One time I was doing a show and it was all gray looking right here. So I was like, oh, man, I don't want to go up there like that. So I got a Sharpie. But guess what? The whole time I was doing that set, I was like, hey. Sharpie has fumes to it. I got high accidentally. Got to be over 18 to do that, kids. No, I know I'm getting older. You know you're getting older when you do the simplest things and you hurt yourself. I farted. It was about 3 months ago. Pulled a muscle in my ass and limped for 2 days. 2 days. Just this morning, I was taking a shower, and I was in the house all by myself, and I heard a noise, and I turned around real quick, and my dick hit me in the ribs. Now I got this portobello-shaped bruise right here. I do live in Irvine. I live here. I love this city. After the show, people ask me lots of questions. You know what the most popular question is? Do you really live in Irvine? Do you really live in Irvine? That's the most popular question. Sometimes they tell me that, you know, they, like, is that real? I'm like, yeah, it's real. This one lady, she walked up to me and she goes, oh, when you wake up in the morning, does it stay like that? And I said, do you want to find out? I was joking. Just joking. I'm going to pass on some wisdom. I'm going to get out of here. You young guys, you young guys, this is for you, okay? Who likes it doggy style? Huh? I lost some of the audience on that. They're grown-ups. Maybe they're just in the missionary. I don't know. Guys, I'm going to pass on some wisdom that was not passed on to me, okay? I know you enjoy doing it doggy style. Me, myself, I'm a connoisseur of it. But you know what, guys? You got to switch it up. Because, you know, when you're doing it doggy style, your balls are flapping around, hitting her thigh, hitting your leg. It's fun right now. But I'm telling you, you're getting older. After 20, 30 years of doing it doggy style, you're going to get something called long balls. Ask that old dude over there. He'll tell you. And there's nothing wrong with long balls until you're riding your bike. One slips out of the shorts, gets caught in the bicycle chain. That's terrible. I know. One time I was doing it doggy style, and I was getting real into it, and I felt somebody tapping me on my shoulder, but there was nobody tapping me on my shoulder. And like I said, after the show, people are going to ask me questions. Number one question they ask me, do you really live in Irvine? No one ever questions the dick hit me in the ribs, my balls on my shoulder. That's perfectly believable to you people. But when my black ass said I lived in Irvine, that's when the imagination train went off the track. I always end on this same joke, but I'm going to explain why I do this joke. I do this joke because eyewitness testimony is the worst and most unreliable testimony in court. Yeah, a lot of innocent people are in jail right now because they look like somebody. And I'm going to prove to you tonight what I'm talking about. I do not look like Cleveland from Family Guy. He's a cartoon character and he's fat, guys. I get Leon Phelps, ladies' man, undercover brother, Isaac from the Love Boat. Any brother that was in a soul band in the 70s or 80s. Sometimes people tell me I look like Earth, Wind, and Fire people. But the one I hate the most, and I learned to live with it, is Robert Downey Jr. in Tropic Thunder. You have been a wonderful audience. Give it up. Thank you. I appreciate you very much. God bless you all. If you don't believe in God, good luck. I'm Friendly Frank.